So welcome back to Miami Dolphins franchise. This is episode 2, and the game has been updated. I promised you guys last time that Preston Williams would be added in the roster update, and there has been one. So now there are even more players to deal with on this team, and he did not lie when he said Preston Williams was a fun player to make. 6'4", good size. Now he does only have normal development, only a 64 overall, but he's got 89 speed, quite good. 87 acceleration, 79 catching. 77 catch in traffic, 82 spectacular catch, 89 jumping. Not exactly the best route runner, but he is fairly elusive, good juke move, good break tackle, ball carrier vision. He looks really, really good for a 64 overall, and he's someone that I absolutely want to get involved in this offense as soon as possible. Now, for the preseason, since we don't have time here to do every single game, we're going to play the moments for all 4 of these in this one episode. So I'm excited to see what this team's capable of. I don't know if Josh Rosen's the answer at QB. I think this preseason is going to be very telling to see whether Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to be the guy, which he really can't be. Spoiler alert. But other than that, I don't really want to make any changes. I think things are good the way they are. I had to make a new franchise. I know I changed something. I can't really remember what it was. Maybe it was about Devontae Parker to the 2. But it is preseason. Maybe I want to play a little bit more. So I think we're just going to keep him where he is. I think I did cut somebody. Let's cut some players right now. That's always fun. I like to send dreams to die. Isaiah Ford doesn't make the team. We're going to save ourselves a whole lot of time. Who else does not make the team? Jakeem Grant is someone that I like a lot. Albert Wilson might even get traded. We might do a trade at some point before the season starts. Bryce Butler, another guy that simply will not make the team. He's got good size and speed. He's actually not terrible. I would rather cut Ricardo Lewis, probably. He's tore his ACL. I can't cut him. You know what? I guess we'll just keep him. No, I'm going to cut Bryce Butler. We don't need him. The rest of the receivers, I'm cool with. So I will say, this is me from the future. This is the way we're going to do it. I was trying to figure out with my editor email. Big shout out to him. He edits all my Dolphin stuff in the future. And the team signed Allen Hurns. This is after the first preseason game, so it's me from the future. Now, all the depth chart will be changed around for the start of the regular season. That seemed to be the main concern for people in episode 1, and I thank you guys for the feedback and support. And you're like, hey, what's the deal? This is a 3-4 style defense in appearance, yet this is not 3-4 personnel, and I do hear you. Obviously, Raekwon McMillan, inside linebacker, but Jerome Baker is an off-the-ball linebacker. Kiko Alonso's an off-the-ball linebacker, yet in a 3-4, they would be rushing off the edge, or at least one of them would be. And then you look to the inside, and it's like, you don't want to play Christian Wilkins, the first-round draft pick, but you'd rather play Devon Gottschall and Tank Carradine? No. Things are going to change. Christian Wilkins is absolutely going to start. I can guarantee you that. And the depth chart will be arranged. But as you'll see in Game 1, the team is not exactly in a typical 3-4. Jerome Baker plays off the ball pretty consistently, so I'm not sure exactly what playbook I want to run with yet and where positions are going to change and all, but I can guarantee you both Devon Gottschall and Christian Wilkins will both be starting. And as I record this now, what you're going to see, previous me in the sweatshirt, Allen Hurns was not a Dolphin. Allen Hurns is now signed with the Dolphins, and we're going to sign Allen Hurns. Also, as far as the gameplay standpoint, I need to get this out there so most people know. If you're looking for MLG gameplay, best Madden player on the planet, that's not the focus of my series. I want to make this as entertaining as possible, and I'm not the best at the game. That's just the reality. I'm not going to cheese it. I'm not going to figure out what money plays are. I'm just going to run whatever and see how it goes. If you're down to see team building over a long point of time and hopefully exciting, entertaining commentary to accompany that gameplay, this is going to be a good series for you. So hit that subscribe button. And yeah, back to past me, which is happening next, which is the future for you guys. You'll see. All right, Ryan Fitzmagic wants to talk before the game. All right, what do you want to say, Ryan? Coach Dangus, before we get too far into the preseason, I just wanted to offer my 2 cents. I think we should get our rookies as much playing time as possible this preseason, especially if they have hidden development trait. What are development traits, Ryan? This is my first time on the game. Development traits? What? Development traits represent a player's potential if you check out the roster menu. All right, this is just like a tutorial. I'm going to skip through this. I agree with you. Let's get the rookies playing time. I don't need the tutorial. We're gonna skip some of this. All right, that was it. I thought there was gonna be something. No, it was just literally just the tutorial. Just here's what's up. I already know what's up. I know what time it is. All right. All right. So Christian Wilkins, Preston Williams, and Xavier Howard are gonna be my focus players. I do want to do some training just to get some extra XP for them. So what do we do here? I mean, we could do practice so you guys can just see the team. I'm not really gonna do that. We're just gonna do training. All right, Fitzmagic under center. Not really going to show all that much of this. Basically, it's just going to be me completing these passes, reading these defenses. I don't think they're open. What am I supposed to do? They weren't open. What am I, throw a pick? It's a bad start. X is wide open. I'll take that. That's Dwayne Allen. Although I want Mike Gesicki to be the starting tight end. That was the change that I made. All right. But in preseason, he doesn't really matter. All right, now we're finally in the drill. I didn't really need the tutorial. I'm already amazing anyway, clearly. But yeah, I don't really think I'm going to show any of this. So I guess I will complete these drills and see you guys in the game. You got to see that. How do you miss that throw? Rosen's a starter. Fuck it. All right, big play to stop outside zone there on 4th and 16. So we've earned the gold medal. And once you play those drills, you don't have to again. Once you've earned the gold medal, you have it. So that's very cool. And plus 300 XP for each of these guys. So very nice. All right, so we're going to play the moments on each of these games. Hopefully we do all right. It doesn't really matter. It's preseason. But I want to see what some of our lower overall guys can do. How can they contribute? It's going to be a decent test for the sliders maybe that we're going to implement. If we need to bump it up to all Madden or what happens. Rain is coming down here at Hard Rock Stadium. But let's see what we can do. 1st and 10. Ryan Fitzpatrick in the game. Play action to Kenyon Drake. And, I mean, we had maybe circle open. That's not who that was going to, by the way. We had an open receiver. It was an errant throw that's actually going to be a completion to Dwayne Allen. Okay. And we're slipping. Okay. I had to switch on there to get to Albert Wilson. It's going to be a big gain, though. Ryan Fitzpatrick, even on All-Pro, is a disaster. These throws are not even close. Oh my God, they're bad. All right, let's just give the ball to Kalen Ballage here on the goal line. 1st and 1, essentially. Ballage powers into the end zone. Touchdown. Throws it off the goalpost. It's an interesting one. And they're going to go at me, and that is over the top of Jerome Baker. I forget you really just cannot lurk the way you used to be able to. They really toned down linebacker jumping and animations and things like that, which is probably for the best. I just got to adapt and get used to it. Oh, shot the gap beautifully there with Raekwon McMillan. No gain for Devontae Freeman on back-to-back carries. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal. Might switch off to Baker here, see if we can chuck Hooper at the line. And it's actually going to be a run. Great blocking, sets up the touchdown. All right, backups are in now in the 2nd quarter. Got Nick O'Leary, Mike Gesicki, Clive Walford, Josh Rosen, Mark Walton Jr. in the game. And this is going to go to him. It's a toss. Great block. Let's spin back. And Walton Jr. has the end zone for the touchdown. He's wearing number 9. Is that a real thing? It can't be. Another situation for our defense. Guys like Dakota Allen. Not Dakota Allen, but Nate Orchard. Who's Allen? I totally forget. Nate Orchard is a defensive lineman, but he's playing linebacker for us. Pressure finally gets there. Took about a year, but it's the rookie out of Georgia, Jonathan Ledbetter, who brings down the QB. Is Jerome Baker back in the game? I forget we just really can't sync like that. And pressure gets there again. This time it's Akeem Spence. This QB loves to hold on to the ball. That's our 5th sack of the game. We'll check out all the stats after as well to update you guys with how everyone's doing. We're all over that. Throw at me. Pressure gets there again. Another huge loss as Nate Orchard picks up his 3.5 sack of the game. Nate Orchard fighting for a lineup spot. You gotta love it. We've got 51 seconds to score. Might be even too much time, depending on if Jakeem Grant can get past the defense or not. And we might actually take a shot at him. We got one-on-one. Rosen doesn't quite have the arm, but Jakeem Grant with the aggressive catch. All Madden might be the move. That's kind of easy. I don't really love that, but it is a great catch. Let's see what we want to do here. I almost want to run the ball with Kalen Ballage. As odd as that sounds, he is a power back, and they've got a weak box. Ballage gets the handoff. Powers to the 4. We're going to call timeout number 2, and that is going to be probably our last run of this half. 11 seconds to go. How do we want to get in the end zone here? Preston Williams comes into the game. I'd love to give him a shot. And let's throw a high point, and Preston Williams has the ball jarred out of his hands. Thought that was going to be a touchdown. Would have been nice. Here's our draft class. There goes our draft class. You guys don't already know. I'm going to be forcing Preston Williams the ball fairly often. Although Gesicki's going to get this one. High point, aggressive catch, touchdown. The jumping and the ability of Mike Gesicki is incredible. Got to utilize it. Got to take full advantage, and we do. 3rd and 1. This is a Kalen Ballage situation. He's a power back. Got to do power back things. Snap the ball. Thank you. Oh, it's such a strong box. Ballage is not quite strong enough to fight through that. 10 rushes for 10 yards. Not exactly a great performance from him here. Does have a touchdown. And do we settle for a 50-yarder from the 33? I think the answer is absolutely not. That's too long of a field goal in preseason in the rain. Not going to happen. Here's 4th and 2. Preston Williams. The ball's underthrown and intercepted. Maybe not a great read either way. And that one is going to go all the way. Atlanta getting right back in this ball game. 68 yards to the house. Unfortunate. That really is. They're only down by 3 now. They got the football back. They're on our own 13. Come on, dude. I guess that one's on me. Wish that was a better pass, though. I just had a vision for it as Rashad Jones comes into the game. Xavier Howard in the game. Are we trying that hard that the starters come back in the 4th? He might see significant playing time for us as he's into the backfield, but it's a fake to the running back, pitch to running back number 2, Kadri Allison. Did I misread that? Or that looked like a fake halfback dive, fullback pitch, and we are now trailing in this football game for what I can remember as only the first time. Down by 4, 3:30 to go. It's the Josh Rosen era, and that's a wide open receiver. It's a missed throw, but it's a catch. I was not going for Mike Gesicki. We had an open receiver underneath, yet the ball ends up in Mike Gesicki's hands. I guess I'm not complaining. I guess some of these incompletions, or inaccurate throws, I should say, are due to the rain. But holy, dude, these are so bad. As we're going to go for Blacknail, who doesn't catch the ball right in his hands. We're going for Preston Williams, and he holds on through traffic, and he's injured. God, that is unfortunate. His 3rd catch of the game, and it's going to cost him, hopefully, not too much time for that ball. Rosen, it's underthrown and nearly intercepted. Dude, we've got some QBs with noodles. He's got muscle cramps. We're going to throw him back in. Play through the pain. It's a preseason. Make the team, Preston. 3rd and 6. 4-man rush. We're going to throw R1 wide open. It's Jakeem Grant. Big first down. Would love to get him into space. He's got such electric speed and ability after the catch. That's his 7th catch, man. 145 yards. He might compete for a starting spot. Double coverage. We're going to lob it up. Didn't expect them to be so sticky. And that is a lot of contact downfield. That might be pass interference on the defense. And it is. Going to be on Duke Riley, the former LSU linebacker that puts us 1st and goal on the 1. Everyone should know Ballage is getting the football. Question is, can the Atlanta Falcons stop it? Answer, yes. 2nd and goal. Pressure in nearly immediately. It's Ishmael with the sack. It's going to be 3rd and goal now from the 12. We just couldn't do anything. They sent a lot of heat, and I just was not ready for it. Here's 3rd and goal. This is the game on the line. We're counting on being able to score a touchdown. We might have it. It's Gesicki into the end zone. We retake the lead. 30 seconds to play. 37 seconds. It's his second touchdown on the game, and the game is on the line. Down by 3. We got to keep him out of field goal range. Let's do it. Jerome Baker in the game. Xavier Howard in the slot. This is make or break. And they're going short. It's nearly jumped by Xavier Howard as Matt Schaub nearly ends the game. Giorgio Tavecchio needs to get to the 39. Can we keep them from doing it? I mean, we've got all our starters in the game, man. We better be able to. Come on. Just check down. There it is. I'll take that all day. Let's try out man coverage, see what we can do. They're going to throw at me. And that's all good because he's going to be tackled. Timeout by the Falcons. We let up a lot of yardage there, though. Maybe zone's a better look, but I don't want to get beat deep. So cover 3 is going to be what we sit in for the time being. 1st and 10. Throwing to the flat. Eric Rowe, big open field tackle. The Falcons barely get anything. I'll give him the sideline. That's the game, man. He goes down. Ball's loose. Doesn't matter. Recovered by Atlanta, and that is the game. AVG seals it here in Miami. We hold on to an absolute nail-biter, really, versus the Atlanta Falcons. 28-25. Pressure really got there in a big way for our team, but also a lot for the Falcons there at the end. I really couldn't do anything about it. Josh Rosen, 20 for 32. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Let's check out only the Dolphins. Fitzpatrick was 4 for 5 for 78 yards, but he felt awful. So did Rosen, man. Kenyon Drake had the most effective day on the ground, at least from a yards per attempt standpoint. Touchdowns, though, for both Mark Walton and Kalen Ballage, who averaged 0.6 yards per carry. Not ideal. Jakeem Grant was unstoppable. 7 catches at 145 yards, but Mike Gesicki proving to be a real red zone threat with those 2 touchdowns on 6 catches. Preston Williams got injured, but he made it back all right. Defensively, Orchard was all over the field. Made some really, really big plays. 3.5 sacks for him, 2 for AVG. Ledbetter with 1. Keem Spence with 1. Number of other players there with half a sack. Christian Wilkins being one of them. And then no interceptions. All right, so now this is me after preseason game 1. I got tired. I had to go to sleep. But we are going to sign Allen Hurns because he was signed by the Dolphins in real life. And, of course, if the Dolphins make any other moves while these players are still here, I can do what I can. But I am now running the franchise, all right? So if I wanted to sign Eric Berry or Mike Daniels or William Hayes, whoever it might be, it's totally up to me at this point. That's totally my decision. Trey Boston might not be a bad signing, you know. Some of these players might be good ideas to sign. Let me tell you, we are at capacity for wide receivers now with the addition of Allen Hurns. It was already tough to get a bunch of these guys involved that I wanted to in Devontae Parker, Albert Wilson, Kenny Stills, Preston Williams, Jakeem Grant. Now we have Allen Hurns to deal with. A lot of you guys also wanted to see Jakeem Grant transition to running back. It's just too crowded of a backfield. I can guarantee you that he'll be someone I want to get the football to. Maybe he is an end-around specialist, perhaps. Or maybe we sub him in as a running back. Maybe he's the slot guy. I can tell you, Albert Wilson will be on the move, or Kenny Stills. I would probably lean towards Albert Wilson. 27. He's got decent speed. He's a slot guy. But honestly, is Jakeem Grant not like Albert Wilson with a higher ceiling because he's got way better speed? I don't know. All right, we got a +3 morale boost for my defense based on answering questions from the lady. The lady had some questions, but it is time to go into preseason week 2 in Tampa Bay at Raymond James Stadium versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I know a lot of people were not interested in the preseason. That's why I'm just playing the moments. I think it's important to build up the storylines of some of the lower overall players on our team so that when injuries happen, as we saw Preston Williams went down briefly, but he'll be back for this game, we need to know if these guys can play. We need to see their rise from nothing to potential stardom, if that's the case. All right, so as you guys can see, like, this is a 3-4 style defense, but guys like Jerome Baker, Raekwon McMillan are off the ball. And Christian Wilkins isn't in with the starters right now. I can understand your, gee, is Mike Evans going to be a glitch? Probably. But I can understand your frustration. It is preseason, though, so I want Christian Wilkins to be with the second team so he gets the most amount of play time. Go right to me. Easy reads. User pick. Green eggs and ham. Jerome Baker with the interception. The easy read. Gotta love it. Even if it is just preseason, I can get hyped. All right, Fitzmagic in the game for us. And I pressed X pretty quickly. Levante David came screaming up the middle on a blitz, and I didn't pick it up well at all. I think pressure is going to be a big issue for me in this series, as it seems to be in every Madden that I play. I just don't get the ball out quickly enough in a lot of different instances, but that's wide open over the middle. It's not even close to where it should be. Albert Wilson almost hangs on. We need a good quarterback, man. Fitzpatrick is ass. But this is what you guys all come for. The best punter on YouTube is back, and everyone wanted to tell me that it is Matt Hawk. I know the name now. Matt Hawk, not Matt Hack. I've never heard the name before. And, of course, boom it to the 9. That's what I do. Now, I don't read defenses. I don't make good reads. I don't get the ball out very quickly. But there's one thing I can do, and that is punt the damn football. I might as well just, like, throw it away here on 3rd and 6 and pin them deep. Here's Fitzpatrick going over the middle. Wide open is the running back, Kenyon Drake. He was out wide. It's a good read by Fitzmagic, a.k.a. me. I'm a beast, clearly. This looks like this could be a blitz. Might be a quick throw to Dwayne Allen. But Devontae Parker is wide open. Touchdown. Hopefully we see a whole lot of that across this series. I'd love to see Devontae Parker in the end zone. And we're back to punt. Let's see what we can do here. Not in the best of spots to lay one out, but this one could be pretty good. Hawk, back deep. Wind is against me. Give me some backspin. Oh my god. This is why you hit the subscribe button. That one's inside the 5. I'm getting better as the night goes on. Inside the 10, inside the 5. Next one at the 1. I can't wait to punt again. Also, difficulty changes can be made based on the sliders. I think I might go up to all Madden and then change it. But I just know that the quarterbacks have been incredibly inaccurate. Like, incredibly. I don't know if I'm going to change that or not. I feel like they should be because they're bad. I don't know. I mean, we're going to make some changes. We will figure it out. This is why preseason's a good idea, because you can test out the sliders and see how the game plays a little bit. All-Pro might just be a bit too easy. I know we're not playing against the best of competition here, but it just might be a tad too easy. I like the one-on-one. Fitzpatrick up for Parker. It's intercepted. That's a great play. That's Vernon Hargraves. Oh, it's actually Sean Murphy Bunting out of Central Michigan, a.k.a. Sean Bunting. But he's like, I'm going to add another part to my name. And everyone's like, when? Why would you do that now? It's like, because I'm in the NFL now. And you go, okay. Finally, some defensive moments here. I don't even know who to be on. But we'll figure it out. That's a run up the middle going absolutely nowhere. I think it was Nate Orchard off the edge making the play. Big number 44. And we are not seeing Christian Wilkins on the field. It's a great pass by the Blaine Gabbert. I'm going to sub in Christian Wilkins. We're going to move him. Maybe try him out at left or right end. Here's Christian Wilkins. Maybe we'll even use him for a play. Haven't done a whole lot of defense in this game. Although I don't want to show a whole ton from these preseason games. These are meant to fly by and just show kind of the big splash plays. So that's a user pick. Easy reads. Jerome Baker. This one is going to the house. Easy reads. The Lorax. I'm going to run out of books very, very quickly in Madden 20. So you guys are going to hear some repeats. Apologies in advance. Final play of the game is a lob downfield, and it is intercepted by Torrey McTire. Dude, some guys in this game cannot spin, but it doesn't matter, because sometimes you don't need to be able to spin to win. We win 27-19. Might try out the next game on All Madden, just see what happens, and then we could always change the sliders or something like that. But, love this glitch where the game is over, and the game is not over. Yeah, let's simulate to the next play that doesn't exist. No, the game's over. We can't do any more plays. This is not how football works. What is happening? End it, please. No. Maybe we'll score a touchdown or something. The game is not a game anymore. I mean, we're playing as well as we played the entire game, but we're not in the game. It's over. That's what end means. Zero's on the clock. This game is literally going to go on forever. I can't super sim because the game's over. Can I call a timeout? Will that end the game? Alright, well that's how you do it. And it's not, because we're still here. I'm just going to quit. Alright, so now it registers as the game happened. Let's check out the box score. Okay, the player stats. Fitzpatrick, decent game, 2 touchdowns, only 1 interception. Threw for 216 yards, was sacked once. Josh Rosen, 101 yards passing. No touchdowns, no picks. Can we not see? Why are completions and attempts over here? 7 for 19, though, for Josh Rosen. Kalen Ballage, 10 carries for 41 yards. No rushing touchdowns for us across the course of this thing. Receiving, Kenny Stills, 6 catches for 114. Kenyon Drake had 3 for 57. A couple of good numbers in here. Touchdowns for Kenny Stills and Devontae Parker. Offensive line held together fairly well. Shaq Calhoun led up the sole sack. And then Jerome Baker led the team in tackles. Tackles for loss went to Tyrone Holmes with 2 sacks for Raekwon McMillan. Tank Carradine, Jerome Baker, and Christian Wilkins each shared a sack. And then interceptions, we had 2 for Jerome Baker and 2 for Torrey McTire. Okay. And then, of course, it's going to be a touchdown for Jerome Baker as well. All right, so we're gonna scale up to All Madden. And then I think we're going to scale down the sliders as needed. The Jaguars are going to be a tougher test. It is just preseason, though, so it's kind of tough to gauge. Jaguars aren't great, but their defense should be fairly good. We'll have to see how it goes. Wide open out of the backfield. We're going to check down to Ballage. Doesn't exactly have enough speed to get the edge there, but sets us up maybe for a touchdown on the 5-yard line. Might punch this in with Kenyon Drake if he can get past the first down into the end zone. And we're going to do just that. He falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Kenyon Drake. It's amazing that got completed. Who's 25 on the Jags? Boye's 21. Ramsey was going to be on the other side there. Who is 25? Who's their slot corner? DJ Hayden. Ugh, gross. Former first-round pick by the Raiders. I kind of forgot he was on this team now. Kenyon Drake, beautiful cutback. Just doesn't have the power to punch it in because we were right there and he just didn't fall forward at all. They give us another shot, though. Let's see if we can punch it in from the 11. Not exactly a punch. That's pressure. We're going to throw this ball. Super long animation. And it's a sack. They're going to fake it? Are you kidding me? It's going to be intercepted by Eric Rowe. He's actually going to have some room. And someone came in from out of bounds to make the play. Beautiful 2019 draft class. How many of those players are starting caliber? Very few. Christian Wilkins for sure. We'll see what happens with the rest of them as they develop. But a second-round pick was used to get Josh Rosen. It'll be interesting what we do in this series. Maybe we could even turn that into a first as Jerome Baker makes a nice open field tackle. Oh, it's a screen, and it's nearly intercepted by Vincent Taylor. Gardner Minshew, no idea how to run the screen. That's okay. How is that out of my reach, man? Give me an animation. Gardner Minshew isn't over here dropping dimes to Terrell Pryor like that. Let's get real. 4th and 8. Game on the line. Preston Williams in the game. So is Allen Hurns, and Allen Hurns has a very nice matchup, one-on-one. You're going to have to win these. Preston Williams, I'm down to streak him as well. Let's see what his press is working with. Maybe Jakeem Grant follows up on the wheel. And, I mean, it was just such a weird combo there. But, one-on-one situation, like, ball hung up in the air forever, and DJ Hayden gets the pick off the tip. And I think that's going to be the game. That is the game. Coach Dangus with a loss here. But that's okay. It is the preseason. All Madden was a bit tougher, but I think it's going to be feasible. We're going to keep it for the time being. And I'll announce that at the start of next episode, too, in case you guys forget. Stats for the game. Check out the Dolphins. Fitzpatrick and Josh Rosen were both awful. Rushing, Kenyon Drake had a great game. 6 rushes, 32 yards, and 5.3 per carry and a touchdown. Didn't get anyone else any action simulation. We passed the ball most of the game, and unsuccessfully at that. Blocking, Tunsil, a lot of sack. Honestly, most of the offensive line allowed sacks. Jerome Baker, again, led the team in tackles. A couple tackles for loss, only a little bit of pressure. Christian Wilkins, again, getting half a sack. Seems to have done that in every game. And interceptions for both Eric Rowe and Xavier Howard. We also will be upgrading players at the end of this week, and we got to cut players as well at the end of this week, and that's going to be in this episode. So, week number 4 of the preseason against the New Orleans Saints. Could be tough. Also, it doesn't really matter, but we got to start seeing more of our rookies and unsung heroes make plays. Because with the level of talent on this roster, everybody has a chance to play a lot. I'm just not seeing it. We've got a crowded receiver room. I wanted Preston Williams to go off this preseason. He just hasn't had that game yet. Maybe this is that game. You never know. But there's so much competition in this receiver room that it's going to be tough to get him touches. But if he goes off, I guess we'll have to. We'll have to make a point of getting him the football each game. 4th and 5. Yeah, bring me in for the punt. Great idea. It actually was a great idea because I am the best punter on YouTube. I can't state that enough. I am the best. There's simply no one better. I've pinned him at the 1. I've done it time and time again. It's what I do. I punt. Look at me. I look like I'm a punter. 1-on-1. Go up and get the ball. Preston Williams. Thank you. Touchdown. That's why we have him. For those exact situations. 1-on-1. Go up and get the football. High point. Come down with it. I love it. Let's throw the ball to Jakeem Grant. Can he go up and get it? I guess. I don't know how that happened. Jakeem Grant finds the end zone. That was not the decision to make, but it worked out. Okay, that's a touchdown, I guess. Thought I tracked that fairly well. I guess I overcommit. And the New Orleans makes us pay. Are they really pressing Preston Williams at the line? Let's take a shot. Go up and get the football. Too much hang time. Preston Williams comes down with it. Unbelievable. This is all Madden now, baby. He's still making plays. All Pro was too easy for him. Oh my goodness. How do you make that catch? Let's give him the ball again. High point. Couldn't get the feet down. Probably should have possession caught that one. Maybe. Are they blitzing? Kinda. Let's step up with Rosen. Throw a cross body. That's not where I wanted it. I thought about stepping up. Just running it. Clearly not the decision there. I just thought he wouldn't throw it so inaccurately. Jakeem Grant underneath. Easy decision. He's got good wheels. He's going to be down at the 1. Josh Rosen's been very, very good this game. 11 for 14, 245. 2 touchdowns, and the 1 interception was very obviously my fault. Lob it. Perfect. Jakeem Grant. Touchdown. Now we're getting the hang of this, man. Jakeem Grant's going to be a playmaker for us. We're definitely trading Albert Wilson. It's not going to be this episode. I think it's going to be next episode. So I would definitely stay tuned for episode 3, aka week 1, because moves will be made. I can guarantee you that much, as Kalen Ballage picks up the first down. There's Ballage. Does he get the edge? He does have the speed. Good power run there. We're going to figure out how to use him, because I haven't been blown away by him in preseason thus far, but we're going to figure it out. Jakeem Grant again, touchdown. He's pretty unstoppable, honestly. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. Why not just keep throwing it to him? It's a user pick. Easy reads. I don't know how I got that from so far underneath, but Eric Rowe, hop on pop with the easy read. There we go, baby. It's going to be game, set, and match. 31-21 is your final here in the Superdome in New Orleans, Louisiana. Preston Williams, he showed out this game, man. So did Jakeem Grant. Both were very impressive. All right, so I said we would be upgrading players in this episode. We will do that. And, I don't know. I feel like I just let the CPU handle most of these. Although, we'll do the players that matter we'll take care of. So, Christian Wilkins. Of course, we don't exactly know his development yet. I think it's star. But I guess we don't exactly know it. Got to play 500 downs with him. We played a lot already due to preseason, which is cool. And I really want to develop him as a pass rusher, so I think power rusher is going to be the move. No, it doesn't boost his overall up, but +2 power moves I think is going to be pretty big. Gets him up to 77 power moves. Raekwon McMillan, I need to develop his cover linebacker abilities, so field general is going to be what it is. I was hoping for a slight boost to zone coverage there, although it was not affected. Field general is okay for that, though. Josh Rosen's a really important one. Field general will work well for him. It boosts his overall up by 1. Throw accuracy deep and short go up. Deep by 2. Now, Gesicki cannot run block at all. Now, when you do any of these, at least in the past, blocking has gone up as well. So I might as well just do possession. He goes up 1 overall, now at a 76. And blocking probably will be affected as it is. Lead block goes up by 3. Route running gets slightly better. Catching goes up by 2. I like that. I would love to develop Jerome Baker into being one of the best cover linebackers in the league, and I think that's quite possible with his current speed. He's got high tackling. I'm going to go into pass coverage here. Overall does not change, but his abilities certainly will. His pass coverage, zone coverage goes up by 3. That's pretty big. I will be using him quite a bit, too, so I guess it's maybe not as important. Albert Wilson goes up to an 80, and I will have the CPU take care of the rest. I think along with upgrading players, I said we would also cut players. So, I mean, we don't really need any of these guys for the most part. I'm going to cut everyone below 60 for sure. Even John Denny, who's probably the long snapper, but that's all right. Sorry, it's a new era. And honestly, with all the receivers on this team, even with trading potentially Albert Wilson, but we have Allen Hurns now. We have Devontae Parker. We have Kenny Stills. I don't really see a need for Saeed Blacknall. I like his speed, but there's just no chance we can keep him. A lot of cornerbacks as well. Don't have room for all of them. I think Tyler Patman is the odd man out here. He's 28, only a 65 overall. He has to go. Joey, I don't know if it's Boo or Mbu. He is not going to make the cut. He is gone as well. We're also going to cut Jalen Davis at cornerback. Jemias Pittman can go too. We do have a lot of defensive tackles. Preston Williams is not getting cut. Cornell Armstrong, we cut him. We're going to cut Adolphus Washington. That's kind of a tough cut. And honestly, with running back being a great position of strength, I'd rather keep Mark Walton than Myles Gaskin. He is not going to make the cut. 2 more players to go. We have so many tight ends. Durham Smythe, I guess a penalty. Clive Walford might be the odd man out here. I think he's going to be. Sorry, Clive. And we got to cut 1 more player. Zach Stirrup. Bye-bye. All right, so that is the preseason done and dusted. I will see you guys for the start of the real series, episode 3. We are home against the Baltimore Ravens, all Madden. Let's get after it. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Take it easy.